The Alligator versus Waffles, a match we've all been looking forward to, and I gotta say on paper, I'm not sure it's looking good for the Alligator then. Waffles is looking...
Yeah, Waffles is pretty fierce.
Waffles is a fierce one, or at least talks a big game.
It does talk a big game. That's the great thing about little dogs. They talk a big game.
Walk the walk. We'll find out right now. Fnatic versus Flipside Tactics. One of these teams, well, will be better in the standings after this.
Yes, thankfully. But I will say I do have a bit of a disagreement. Him saying Maestro has been quiet. Calling Maestro quiet, Gibbs, is like saying Cooksier has been quiet. On a per-game basis, they're pretty close to equal.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're calling Maestro quiet, you gotta call Cooksier quiet. It's not fair, man. It's not fair.
I think they're quiet for different reasons. I mean, you look at Cooksier, a guy that came from, has a really good FGC background. This guy is quiet on purpose. He's watching, and then he exploits later on. The question is, does someone like Maestro do that? Is it quiet just because... not doing much?
Well, I mean, nobody on any team is really doing too much. So
fair.
hopefully Fnatic or F3 show us a little bit, because we've seen some good stuff out of both these teams, like when Fnatic beat Vitality, that was great. When Flipside in the week number 2, when they were like, aha, they do know how to play offense. It was brilliant. And it's just, you know, who started the engine earlier today, I guess.
Who's warmed up? We'll find out. Snasky, though, making a interesting car decision. We'll see if that works out for him.
Yep.
And it does. Great start for Fnatic.
He's got the MR11 right. So this is all Mystic, just thinking he could get a better touch. But Snasky, this happened a pretty similar goal yesterday. Just saying, look, you've only got one place to clear the ball, and you're in a bad spot off the kickoff. We're just going to turn it in.
There it is. Early goal for Fnatic against Flipside. This is best of 5. Snasky couldn't touch that one. Yukio on the attack. Flipside looking to make a quick answer to that first goal. A miss clear from Mummy.
I am liking the early pressure from Flipside. It's great to see them at least say, all right, let's go at him early, make him think, maybe force a mistake. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Cooksier puts the ball back in. No one will touch that for quite a while. Yukio off the backboard, a bump there on net. Maestro takes out a teammate, but he does also get the touch on the ball. Yukio, a lot of pressure on. Again, off the backboard, Maestro will have a chance to get this ball out with his teammates. Cooksier intercepting very quickly. Snasky puts that back down in front of the Flipside net. Yukio up to Mystic. He's ready for this shot. That goes off the backboard. No, the roof instead. Cuck's trying to finish that one off, but he doesn't quite get to it in time.
I think I'm going to be paying special attention to Mystic today, just because I feel like Cooksier likes to stay up, and I feel Yukio respects where Mystic is on the pitch. So I want to see how aggressive Mystic is today. I think if Mystic is playing aggressive and people are hitting him with passes, I think Flipside will be on a good headspace today.
Well, we already saw him up there for one. We'll see, as you mentioned, if he can do it again. Flipside trying to get an attack on. Mystic is upfield, but not any place to receive a pass. Yukio forced to make a save. Maestro off the crossbar, drops down. Mummy Snow couldn't get a read on that. They'll have to try again if they can get the possession away from Flipside. Yukio, 50 on Mystic, or sorry, Fnatic there. Flipside finds himself back in their own end. Snasky, a touchdown. Excuse me, Cooksier was following that one.
2 days in a row, Leave. You're sputtering, man.
Told you. It's from the confusion from yesterday. That should be a chance, though. Cooksier couldn't get there in time.
Pass.
A misplay on defense from Fnatic almost resulted in a goal.
I like the touch from Yukio, straight out to the side. And again, Flipside overall, nice pressure against Fnatic, not allowing them to really get too much going. And we've seen a couple of one-and-dones for Fnatic over on the blue half, but overall this has been Flipside cruising a little bit here, but not really able to get strong chances on net. And I think those will come with time if they keep this pressure.
There's Mystic upfield like you're asking. Yukio sent a pass to him. Cooksier will follow up. Yukio beating out Mummy Snow, gives Cooksier a chance to put that in front of the net, but Maestro and Snasky were there, ready to clear the ball away. Flipside still on the attack, a demo there. It's going to allow the pressure to keep up for Flipside if they can get the ball back to the short side. They couldn't get it. Another demo coming up for Flipside. They are getting aggressive now, but they still can't break through.
Man, Yukio.
Great read.
Battling for possession. He actually might have earned it back, but a little too slow out of the corner from Flipside.
And now Fnatic will be on the attack. They can't sustain it for too long. Mystic will air carry that one out of their own end. Cook0 with a follow-up. Double tap in style. The man of the day tying the game up.
This actually all happens just because there was a little bit too much space left by Fnatic out of the midfield. They won the possession away from Yukio in the midfield. You thought for a moment they were going to be able to stay up there and maybe get a consistent push on offense. Unfortunately, gave a little bit of ground to Cook0 and he took it all the way.
Now with a minute left, Flipside tying it up. Fnatic had the lead for most of this game, but now they'll have to get at least one more goal if they want to win this. Flipside has been putting in a lot of offense. Yukio, hard clear. There's Mystic. Gets beaten by Mummy Snow. Almost said Yummy Snow.
Cheeseman's down in Australia, and even then, it's the wrong guy.
40 seconds left. And Fnatic trying to get some sort of offense on here. A shot straight at the Flipside net will be cleared to midfield. And Mummy Snow's touch will not be hard enough to get that one towards the net.
A little bit of a double commit from Flipside. Might have cost him. Mystic keeping his head on his shoulders, and he needs this touch. A lot of cherry picking in this game number one from Mystic as well. They're letting Cook0 stay in the back line and Yukio close by him, and they're just kind of launching it upfield.
You can see Fnatic getting a bit scrambly on their own end there. We'll see if they can end this before an overtime or if game one of EU Week 4 will end up in an overtime. And it might be as that almost grabs the ground there. Yukio will have a chance to put that up the field. Mystic clears that one hard. I'm sure Fnatic will want to set this one down. And they do. Overtime in game number one. Fnatic versus Flipside.
There's a couple of things I like from both teams. One, Fnatic at least getting offensive pushes down to the other side. Are they extended? No, but at least they're there. Flipside as well, of course, liking the aggression, getting all three members involved on offense. Maestro, how did you not score that?
It was almost a chance. They had the demo and everything. They're starting to take a page out of Flipside's book.
Mystic's been running havoc with those as well in game one. A lot of demos and bumps.
Now 30 seconds into overtime. No one found that early goal. Fnatic is starting to make some advances, though. Maestro up with Snasky. Gets stopped by Mystic, but there's another demo. Yukio taken off the field this time. Fortunate for Flipside, they were able to get out of their own end with a hard clear, and Yukio can make it back to the pitch. Fnatic struggling to get out of their own end. Snasky will put that one aside. Mummy Snow taken out of the field as collateral to that 50-50.
This is a very measured game one. Not a lot of crazy stuff happening. It's just people saying, look, we're going to try and move you out of the way. Yep. We'll see if your other two can make the adjustment. And so far, everyone's answered all of those questions. So what do you do? A big individual effort? Go for a big pass play? No one's been able to really get any strong pass plays going.
Write better questions.
Write better questions, exactly.
Minute 30 in now. There's Cook0 finally with the shot as they just find a break in the Fnatic defense, and they can push one through. A minute 35 in overtime. Mystic with that pass. Absolutely gorgeous.
Absolutely. I was about to criticize Snasky a little bit for not getting there, and then I looked at it again. There was no way. There was no way he was getting there. So yes, kudos to you, Mystic. Perfect pass.
That pass was fantastic, and I'm wondering to you now, is that the Mystic you were wanting to see? He's been upfield, playing very comfortably, I'd say, on the offense.
It was kind of strange, just because I'm not used to seeing Mystic cherry pick all the time, especially in this season in particular. It's been a lot of him and Yukio sitting in the backfield a lot for the first couple of weeks. So here in week 4, it's nice to see Mystic saying, look, you have an option. If you want to launch it upfield, I'll try and go track it down. And at least they're trying something different. They're not saying, all right, Cook0 has control out of the midfield, he'll take it on a dribble or an air dribble, or we'll just try and do something off the back wall. They're saying, look, let's do something else, which is great.
So the question is now, do we have a Fnatic that was so close to Flipside there, went to minute 37 overtime? Are we going to find the Fnatic that turns into the opossum now? and falls over, and is Flipside going to start taking. Cooksier's looking good. Mystic's looking confident right now. They haven't needed Yukio to do anything too crazy.
I think Fnatic, again, a couple of things that I like. They were able to get offensive chances. What I'd like to see is for them to get extended stays over on the Flipside half of things, just because they pushed it over there, but again, it's that resource management game that we talked a lot about.
Yeah.
Yes, you can clear it over onto the other half, but it only matters if you can keep it there. And Fnatic had a lot of trouble getting there and staying over there, because they, even when they got it down to the other side, they had to give up a lot of space in the midfield, and then all they would do is just give up the ball back to Flipside, and they had a lot of space to pick from wherever they wanted to clear it.
Well, we're going to find out if the Alligators hungry. They took game 1.
In short, tighten up the screws in the midfield, Fnatic. Get aggressive.
Already on an early attack. Fnatic looking for that early goal. Chance Yukio clears that one egg. Cooks here frantically does the same. Snasky up, a follow-up from Maestro. Mummisto for the cleanup, but it goes the other way that he was. And Yukio can get that hard clear. Cooks here with the follow. That's going to be no one home. And Cooks here with another goal for Flipside Tactics as all of Fnatic commits to that play.
And it was Snasky trying to win that challenge in the midfield, at least get the car on it, because Mummisto was waiting at the top of the box in case it came off the back wall. Just wasn't expecting Yukio to win that challenge so cleanly. And Mummisto caught just a little bit too far forward, so props to Yukio for beating Snasky to that challenge.
Fnatic with the early lead, almost another one. Mystic trying for the solo play. He'll buy some time in the corner. Yukio pushing in. Good communication from Flipside. We see a shot from Mummy. Off of a pass from Snasky. No finish, though. Miss from Cooks here will allow Fnatic to put a little more pressure on.
Now, to be fair, Fnatic is doing a much better job this game. Starting to box in Flipside a little bit early on, which is good. But do you get quality scoring chances? That's the next one.
Well, they can resort to those demos they started going for in the first one. We haven't seen any of those yet in game number 2. That might be the breakthrough opportunity Fnatic needs. They are trailing by a goal. Mummy up to midfield, met by Cooks here. A follow-up from Yukio. Maestro and Snasky will wait back on their backboard. There's Snasky with the clear. Mummisto with the push forward towards the end of Flipside Tactics, but they'll pick up possession and move it down the other end. Mummisto good 50 at midfield, stopping Yukio's advance towards the backboard.
Oh, man.
A drop down low. Cooks are trying to be sneaky with that one.
And that's that fighting game spirit from Cooks here right there. It says, oh, you're going to challenge me. Okay, let's try and do this and see what you do with it. And Fnatic, that was a tester. And they held firm for sure.
Off the wall, Mystic going to send this one out to Yukio. A shot way wide of the net.
What did he play? He played, what, Tekken 7, right?
It's Tekken, yes. One of the top Italian players. And those skills definitely translate to his play here in Rocket League. Approaching that halfway mark, Flipside Tactics. Still up by 1 goal, but 1 goal can change at any time. Fnatic can find that entrance to the back of the Flipside net. Follow up by Cooks here. Calling Yukio off. He'll follow up that himself, but Snasky will steal that away. Midfield battle here as both teams trying to get possession. Cooks here just over the top, and that is going to find its way in off the left post. An incredible sneaky play. Again, a pass from Mystic. Cooks here.
Oh, woo! There's nothing to even analyze, man. Just get wrecked. Just get wrecked.
That man is on fire.
What title is he? Season 2 World Champion. I was hoping it was Absolute Madman.
That would be appropriate right now. This man is looking good, but it's not like he's doing it all solo. His team is helping out a lot to get him to that point. And Yukio finally finding one of his own. Cooks here trying to just sneak it away.
The first goal in series from Flipside to not be scored by Cooks here. And if you're Fnatic, you're like, yeah, okay, fine. I don't know how that one even went in, but okay, fine.
Now 2 minutes left. Flipside up by 3.
It's also a little bit upsetting, though, if you're Fnatic, because you're sitting here, you feel like you're getting aggressive out of the midfield, you're doing good things, You're saying, yes, we're keeping it on that Fnatic half of the pitch, but we're not able to find these passes out into the midfield. There's one thing Flipside's doing well is that the ball's getting pushed into the corner a lot. And Flipside is doing a decent job of getting there and at least challenging and not letting Fnatic have clean opportunities to pass the ball out into the middle. But overall, Fnatic, I feel, doing a much better job challenging, and they get this one in the middle of the box. Maestro finally able to get one home, and it feels like it had to happen at some point here in this game, too.
Yeah, there it is. All three getting involved there. They just found that hole. The issue, though, is if you just keep looking for those small mistakes, you're not going to find them often from Flipside. You got to start forcing those out. Again, no physical play like we saw in the first game from them.
Yeah, there's pretty much none. And I'm not sure exactly what the cause of it is, because we saw a lot of Mystic demoing people in the backfield, probably because he hasn't had a lot of chances to go and do that. And on the other side of things, Maestro, Snasky, and Mummy Snow are all too busy trying to figure out how to get these passes going, as that one's off the bar.
It's the thing, the solo plays won't work right now against this Flipside. Cooks here up so fast. Yukio already ready in the far corner. A pass out front. Cooks here trying to take the shot. Maestro, a great save knowing where that shot was going to be placed. Good intercept by Mummy Snow at midfield. Snasky down to Maestro. Great passing.
Oh, mama.
Almost a finish from Mummy Snow. Those are the plays I'm looking for.
It was so quick, too, and it would have got him right back in this one. They've only got 30 seconds now, and it's going to hurt that that one didn't find its way into the back to give him a real good chance.
I think the more important thing is that they're finding those plays now. They still do have another one if they can't win this game. That's when we head to game 3, and they won't win this one now as Cooks here puts in another one. 14 seconds left. Fnatic are looking a bit more awake, though.
Just
Waffles
slips away.
is barking.
Waffles is barking, but it does just slip away, and it hurts. Because it felt like that one pass play out of the midfield was so clean, and it's a tough shot to hit if you're Mummy Snow. Especially
it's not an easy one.
It's not an easy one.
Fast.
Flipside was all in the net, too. He had a very tight window, but Fnatic at this point was, I think, just trying to send everything to see if they could get one going. They overcommitted there at the end, so that fourth goal I don't really care about, but you got to give credit to Flipside this game because, yes, Fnatic, it was like, good, they're on offense, this is great. They had a couple of extended stays, but the corner defense from Flipside was clean. They'd never double committed, they didn't get in each other's way, they were quick to challenges coming out of their own net, and they didn't let Fnatic ever get hardly any solid passes out towards the top of the box for those quality scoring opportunities. It was a corner game, and Flipside won it.
Flipside Tactics taking game number 2, now finding themselves at match point. Looking pretty solid. Cooks here, a madman, as you said, on that pitch, but a lot of the time set up by his teammates.
Absolutely.
Yuko even get involved in the goal scoring. Mystic just incredible on the pass plays. Flipside is looking very, very cohesive right now, but I don't think we can count on Fnatic if they can find those plays. As you said, Flipside was winning those corner games, but Fnatic is starting to get those midfield passes in.
Yeah, starting to get the midfield passes in, and again, I mean, Cooks here did, I don't even know how he did the things today. It's like Mystic hit him up with a couple of tough passes. Yukio hit him up with a couple of tough passes. Cooksier was firing him right on net. Said, Fnatic, you're going to have to make some tough stops. And that's kind of what people live for Cooksier, the crazy, incredibly mechanically challenging attempts on goal. It's like I had to think of like words to string together there that
That's
made
what
sense.
you do when you're casting.
It's
you think of words to say.
Yes, I do. But Cooksier, it's like it was a mechanical approach to this one because it was the only way they were going to score. They never got chances to be on offense. They had a ton of shots, but it was like just launches downfield and a couple of not even quality scoring chances that because Cooksier is so good, he put it into the back.
Well, if Cooksier can keep making plays like that off the passes from his teammates, it might be over for Fnatic, but Fnatic starting to take control of their destiny here. And maybe an early chance. Snasky for the double tap. Stopped, of course, quickly by Cooksier.
So the one thing to figure out if you're Fnatic in this game 3 is, first we got to save that. The second thing you figure out is, okay, we liked how we were on offense. How do we get it out towards the middle of the pitch for us to shoot it? Snasky missed that boost. Might not be able to hang on to this ball.
Yeah, they'll lose possession here unless Cooksier wants to give it back. There'll be a miss there. Mummy Snow expecting Cooksier to hit that ball. Second touch, a pass down off the roof to Maestro, and there he is to finish that one off. First goal to Fnatic in style.
It's a great touch from Mummy Snow. Takes Mystic completely out of the play. Cooks here. He tried. I mean, but there was almost no chance for him to save that one. But all the credit in the world for that tip off the ceiling from Mummy Snow. Just taking off the main defender and says, Cookser, you're in a bad spot. You're going to have to be nuts to stop this one.
No, a great play, forcing one of the defenders to block a potential shot he could have put on. Ooh, Cookser approaching that one a little too quick. Yukio couldn't get it down to him. Mystic will be the last defender. Snasky setting that one back down onto the ground. Maestro just trying to keep that in the end of Flipside Tactics. They'll finally break out. Cookser with the follow-up. Maestro answering quickly. No hesitation on that one. Knowing what Cookser can do with that ball. All three. Fnatic getting very close to the ball there. They spread out quickly, though. Now ready for an attack. Will it be sustained? Might be, but scoring opportunities are the next question to answer. And there's one right there, just in the top left corner. Mummy Snow finding a goal of his own now.
And they caught Flipside with no boost here. They're sitting all in the net. They have a collective maybe 30. They have to let that ball get a little bit closer before they can challenge it, because they simply won't reach it when it's kept that high. So Fnatic controlling a lot of boost, limiting Flipside, not letting them get those long clears to have time to go grab more boost. And it finally turns into a chance simply because they can't go challenge it at that point.
Flipside looking to answer now. They're down by 2 goals. Fnatic answering very nicely in game number 3 of this best of 5. Flipside at match point. There's another one off the crossbar, though. No finish. We have a follow-up, though, from Snasky.
Oh, come on.
And Mummy getting just a little bit too close. And I share your frustrations.
I thought they had it. It looked clean, especially the first one from Mummy Snow. Feels bad, man.
They're not done yet, though. They do keep that midfield pressure. Fnatic with a demo. That's going to buy him a bit more space on the end of Flipside. It's another one, though. Cooks here taking out Maestro. Saying, do not do that to my teammates. We're on defense. We need
Please
people.
No.
We need people to save these. Good save from Yukio. Free jump. We'll buy them time now. The possession in the hands of Flipside. Snasky quickly stealing it away. Cooks here to Mystic. Mystic off that backboard. Snasky.
Oh,
getting a great clear. Mystic helping it out.
Wasn't sure if I liked Yukio kind of giving up that challenge in the midfield, because last time they got stuck on their own half, it was dangerous, and he chucks one off the back wall there.
Starting to see a lot of offense from Fnatic, but no third goal from them. 2 is enough right now, but they got 2 and 10 left in this match. The Flipside can answer back with. Mystic, a drift trap, a flick.
Oh, he's got
a follow-up, and he does it. The solo plays from Mystic. Great heads-up plays from the boys in blue.
A great fake on the first guy. Snasky's coming out of the corner to grab boost, and he wheels around quick. Mystic says, I don't have anything left in the tank, but I've got the angle to get this one all the way around you. And what was the most critical point of that dribble was that second touch. It wasn't the cleanest start to it, but he got it going, had a little bit of space to work with, and that fake to get around the first player was huge.
Flipside with a solo play answer from Mystic. Now only at a deficit of 1 goal. Cooks are opting for the low play rather than the air dribble, and Fnatic calls them out. And they'll find themselves in their own end. Mummy Snow off the backboard. Snasky putting it in the air, getting low on boost for the Flipside boys. Fnatic might be able to mount some pressure and get a goal. They do. Snasky capitalizing on their pressure will put in a 3rd one.
You hit the nail on the head. You said they're low on boost. You were absolutely correct. That mistouch from Yukio was so close. Just because he didn't have even 12 boosts would have been enough to get to that first touch off the back wall. But again, Fnatic limiting the ability from Flipside to get clears away from their own half with some distance to go and steal some things. And Fnatic managing the resource game brilliantly here in this game 3.
Now with a minute approaching, Fnatic up by 2 goals. Flipside playing from behind. First time in this series, Snasky, good save there, stopping that attempted comeback for Flipside Tactics. A boost steal though, we might see Flipside if they can get possession. Mount an attack.
What a bump from Mummy Snow. Yukio was on that read on the clear, and Mummy Snow said, get out of here. Nothing going.
Flipside now find themselves on the back heel, not where they want to be when they want to get goals. Mystic just going for the hard clear. Cooks here, the follow-up off the post, and a bit of an own goal from Fnatic, but there's not much they could have done. 1 goal away with 30 seconds left.
Not much they could have done is absolutely right. Caught on the counterattack, went too hard for not too much reason, to be completely honest. You're up by 2, just secure the game, and they end up giving 1 back, and it's going to be a tester of a 30 seconds for Fnatic here.
Well, you're right. There's no need to do anything. You're in the lead. Just make sure Flipside doesn't score. Nice pass up from Cooks here to Yukio off the backboard. No follow-up from him. Cooks here
Mystic? He's too far.
Keep it up there. Flipside, 10 seconds left to get a play. They are on offense. We'll see if they can make anything out of it. A pass infield to Cooks here. Almost in the net. Snaski on the goal line. We'll keep it out. And that is it. As you just said, Fnatic barely holding on. 1 last-ditch attempt there from Flipside, almost resulting in a goal to bring it to overtime. But Fnatic keeping themselves alive in this best of 5.
Keeping themselves alive is right, and Yukio, I like it today. I mean, they didn't win, but at least overall, I feel Yukio has performed at a much higher standard than what we've seen in the first couple of weeks. He's at least been getting involved, setting up teammates. And Mummy Snow as well in this game. It's been mostly Maestro who's been running the offense for Fnatic whenever it's been getting going. And Mummy Snow with a couple of big touches today, or at least in this game, to get solid chances for his teammates. So there's been 2 big step-ups in the world of both of these teams. Yukio and Mummy Snow doing brilliant things, but overall, Fnatic, I already said it all during the game. What I wanted to is just like, look, they controlled the boost. They were on top of the clears from Flipside, and they said, you're not going to be able to break out of your half easier than you did in games 1 through 2. 1 through 2, 1 and 2. And you're just going to get beat here.
Still correct, I guess.
Exactly. It is technically correct, which is the best kind of correct.
Now, the question for Flipside is, like, are we still seeing them at their full potential right now? Because, I mean, a lot of times when we see them kind of faltering is when, you see Yukio being hesitant, not know what he's doing, or Mystic not upfield. But they're doing all those things now, but they're still keeping it very close with Fnatic, whereas Fnatic just starting to look really good. Yeah,
Fnatic definitely managing the resource game, and I think Flipside is... I don't know if I would call it their full potential. This is definitely not the final form.
This is not my final form.
The final form, I still think, was like in Season 2 when they just ball chased and beat everybody out of the midfield to everything. It's like, that was like unstoppable. But now people know how to play defense, so it doesn't work anymore. So I don't know what the potential final form of Flipside looks like anymore, just because you haven't seen it in 2 years. A year and a half. Who cares? A long time.
Well, maybe that means this is their final form, if we haven't seen any other form.
That would be very disappointing if this was Flipside's final form.
I like to believe still that it's not, but Fnatic also saying you haven't seen our final form. As it's now game 4, they brought it back. Flipside still at match point. Fnatic looking much more awake. Cooks here trying for the weirdest of plays there. Puts it to the corner instead.
But I do like the more aggressive approach from Flipside, not letting themselves get boxed in early. It's exactly what I wanted out of the first minute. Can't afford to pick up game 4 where you left off game 3. Under pressure.
Maestro, slow play, fakes out one of the defenders there, gets it in front of the net. Yukio just getting some wheels on that, can push it to the side. Cooks air drop down, not quite to Yukio though, and we'll see Fnatic get control. An air dribble and 50-50 from Maestro. Doesn't turn into much. Midfield battle here as both teams try to get possession. And a chance to move upfield. There's a shot from Maestro. Mystic stuck on the goal line. The ball somehow staying out.
Wow.
Another chance from Maestro, and it doesn't go in the Flipside net. There, though, another one. Mummy Snow trying to capitalize on this distraught defense from Flipside Tactics, and they finally make a breakout.
And Fnatic had a chance to put that one in the back of the net. It all started with a missed clear out of the corner from Cooks here. That Snaski won. And then they had a chance to get that demo as that one's off the back wall. This is 2 chances now that Fnatic has not had a chance to secure the lead. Back the other way, and it's kicked off the backboard.
Flipside looking for these hard counterattacks right now, and it's almost working out as they put some pressure on. Now it's a chance for Fnatic to turn it around, but they lose control of that push forward very quickly there.
As Snaski, I think, was just up for a challenge, and then he realized nobody was there, and he didn't really have anywhere to put that ball, so just had to give it away.
Bad communication ends up in a double commit there for Flipside Tactics. Fnatic with a chance down the other end of the field. Maestro and Cooksir pinch that one out to midfield. Snasky off the backboard. Yukio with a touch. Now Flipside trying to move it up the field, but Yukio loses possession. Shot towards the net, but super high shot. All teams really putting everything into everything right now.
Oh, Yukio took a little bit too long to get there and he missed it. What?
Somehow on the defense, Fnatic making a mistake. Everybody kind of getting scrambly, and the punish comes out for Flipside.
How did Mummy Snow miss that clear? Why did he even jump out of the corner? He just like picked up the boost and like jumped and rotated his car to like maybe like wave dash in front of the net. Mummy Snow played himself right there, and it just cost his team a goal.
Whoops.
Whoops, yeah.
That's not what you want to do when you're at match point. Flipside tactics with 2 minutes left. You can just hold on 1 goal lead. I'm sure they're going to look for more. The demo there coming in on defense. Double demo. That should buy Fnatic a lot of time to get out. Mummy Snow looking for a boost still to try to create some sort of sustained offense. It doesn't work out, and Flipside can get back into the Fnatic end. Snasky with a predictable move there. Gets stopped by Cooks here. Mummy Snow on the attack. Yukio misses that off the backboard. The double tap not going in though. Mummy Snow maybe not expecting a miss from Yukio.
And if you're looking at this game 4 from Fnatic's perspective, you're saying, what went wrong? Well, they didn't score all the great opportunities that they got. And now they've only got 60 more seconds to try and fix that one.
What a pass, though. Almost a play for Fnatic. Now with the minute left, as you just mentioned, both teams getting desperate.
Oh.
Missed it. What a shot. What a save, though, from Maestro and Snasky with the second one. Heads up play from defense, but they need to be on the other end of the field right now because they are trailing by a goal. Off the wall, Yukio just keeping pressure on, making sure the Fnatic can't get that chance that they want so bad right now.
Snasky, a couple of demos in the back of the line, though. Maybe it throws off the rotation. Thankfully, Mystic spawned in front of that ball, so there's no question about who is going to touch it.
Cooks here on the attack here. Maestro can't find out what he's doing. Cooks here playing it safe. He's the only one up with pressure right now. And that's all he needs to do with 5 seconds left. Just break up any chance Fnatic has of making it down into your end. And the second this touches, it'll be over. Unless Fnatic can keep it up. A hard clear. Snasky pinching that one. Cooks here drops it to the ground, and Flipside tactics are going to take the series 3-1.